What's up? It's Groovy Louie, all the Fashion King. I'm out at Revolt Music Conference 2017. What up to Gully TV, baby? Yeah. Keep it Gully, you know where we from. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Yo, what's up? It's TK Kirkland, T to the motherfucking K. Who raised you? And make sure you pick up the #1 comedy CD in the country, and you watching this on Gully TV, yo.
My man. Yeah. My man. Appreciate you, bro.
Hey, yo, man, we live on Gully TV, man. We lit, we turned up, man. We balling out, we doing what we do. You already know. Lit situation that way.
My man. Let's go.
Hey, roll up.
Craig Mack.
Talk about your names, man. Roll up.
Hey man, with Mac, it's just, you know, to know Mac was like, it was an awesome thing, man, because, you know, it was times when Mac was coming back around doing what we was doing, the Puff Daddy and the family thing, and he was like, damn, you really the family, like you really the one who put the family together. You are the purpose of the family. But then he was like, you know, going through, you know, he didn't want to really open up that world of Mac no more again. Like he was like, I'm leaving that buried. And I knew he was in South Carolina. I knew that he was working with children with disabilities. And I knew that he was like, yo, these are the only kind of people I can work around with that don't really ask me about what it's like to be Craig Mack. You know what I'm saying? They don't know who Craig Mack is. So, you know, he was able to just be himself, and that was a very important thing. You know, that sometimes we don't get a chance to just be ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We always got to be these people that people expect us to be. You know what I'm saying? And when you being that person, sometimes you be like, damn, I put my whole life at risk just having it to survive. You know what I'm saying? Which I didn't necessarily have to do. But then when I look at Craig Mack, I look at that lost brother to answer that question. I hate that we had to lose him. And they say he died to heart failure. And I just think about what it is that broke his heart. You know, what it is that he may have been thinking about all of his life that he may not have accomplished, or things that may have stood in his way that he can't understood why they were in his way. You know, that was on his mind. Like, we don't know how he was thinking. And sometimes I put myself in his shoe, and I would say, you know, for to be as Craig Mack, as long as Craig Mack has been Craig Mack, and he's been great at being Craig Mack. And I think that the worst Craig Mack wouldn't even last this long. So he's been the best Craig Mack. He's always going to be the best Craig Mack. You know, no matter what, we don't know what he was thinking or going through in life. I support him, and I'm going to miss him. I recorded music with him. I brought him back into the studio when he said he didn't want to come into the studio no more. And I said, Craig Mack, there cannot be no Craig Mack that doesn't desire this anymore. And I helped him understand that Puffy is not an evil individual. Like, you don't have to be even if we don't know if he was upset with Puff, I don't know that. But I knew something was keeping him from the studio, keeping him from the Badboy family. And I'm like, yo, what is it that's keeping you? And I kind of think it was just the fact that he was just so great. And then all of a sudden he went from riding on that high horse to not being on that horse again. It was just a hurt feeling that it's hard to just deal with. Rest him. Love him.
You mentioned bringing Craig Mack back into the family. Tell me what it was like when all of y'all was actually. Was it times when everybody was, you know, present except for like Biggie and Faith and shit like that?
Lil' Kim.
It was times when all y'all was together?
Yeah, Lil' Kim, we in the room. Mace, Puff. Rest in peace, Biggie wasn't there, but Mario Winans, Loon, G-Dap. I can just tell you about the time we was working on the Puff Daddy and the Family album in Nassau, Bahamas. We was out there for like 2 months. You know what I'm saying? Just working on an album. Everybody was together. It was like a big vacation. It's love, man. It was the most beautiful beautiful vacation, man, I ever took in my life because we was 2 months just around each other.
Of course, Mac wasn't there.
Mac wasn't there.
Everybody said for Biggie and Mac.
Mac was only there, and when we come back, like when we come back to New York, then Mac would come around. You know, he'd come to the studio, and then you'll be looking like, damn, why wasn't Mac there?
Yeah.
Ain't he part of the family?
Right.
You'd be like, P. Diddy and the family. Where ain't Mac? What's wrong with Mac? So then you'd be like, when you see him, you'd be like, Mac, why you ain't there? And then he have his things that he would say about why, you know what I'm saying? But I think Mac had a good relationship with the street team on Badboy, because a lot of the main part of the street team, June Balloon and all of that, you understand, them, Mac came from around June Balloon and them, so, you know, he was grounded just with Badboy just through the street team. Like, the street team loved Mac more than anything.
Right.
The old Badboy street team,
Right.
still #1 Mac fans.
No doubt. Tell me where you were the first time you heard Flavor in your ear.
Flavor in the ear, man. I think I was at Lakeshore. What year that joint came out?
94.
94. I was at Lakeshore. Let me see, 94, 89. Nah, I was not at no Lakeshore. I was at the club, cause we had the club, the Platinum House. I was at the Platinum House, and then the Rim Shop, and Flavor in the ear was popping, and Puff was he was just surfacing the world.
This is like Freaknik era.
Yeah, back in them times, Freaknik, Jack the Rapper type, you know, Luke Skywalker, when it was booty music.
Can you recall your first time actually like hearing it somewhere?
I think I heard that joint at the Rim Shop. We was at the shop.
Yeah.
We used to always just sit in the shop and listen to what niggas is doing from Redman, Keith Murray, all that. And then Badboy had this movement going, and we was like, oh, the Craig Mack nigga, nice. You know what I'm saying? And Biggie, then they had the just like you the blabber. So all that, we was like, oh, okay, that's kind of hot. Because we had the club, so we was just pumping all the fly stuff. So you understand, that's when I remember back at the club, I was doing security at the door, checking IDs.
He was also on a Special Delivery remix.
Yeah, me?
Craig Mack was on a special.
Ah, yeah, that's
Yeah.
me. Yeah, Curry the paper chaser. Lace the tack up with 16 bars of crack. Bring it back. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that's definitely because he was right around that time. Mac was coming back. He was coming back, messing around with the family, but he was like distant.
Yeah.
You understand? He didn't really come and was like, and he'd be like, Mac, come on in. He'd be like, we ready to go get something to eat. You want to come with us? He'd be like, nah, I don't want to go eat. I'm good.
Right.
And he'd be like, Mac, why you don't want to come eat with us? Like, he was like, man, because I kind of think what he wanted to say was, because I haven't been invited. You're asking me to come, but I haven't officially got an invitation. And I kind of think I deserve an invitation. He didn't get the invitation. You know, that's something in life, man. We owe it to each other, bro. Mac gave so much to the hip-hop community. Why we couldn't have gave it to him? He deserved it.